And now question 6, the terms of the first bracket will go on the top, so x minus 5, and the terms of the second bracket will go along the left, so x and minus 6. So inside the area of the yellow square is going to be x times x, which is x squared. The top green rectangle is going to be minus 5 times x, which is minus 5x. And then the area of the bottom green rectangle will be minus 6 times x, which is minus 6x. So notice we always put the number in front of the x. And then the area of the blue rectangle will be minus 5 times minus 6. So when you multiply two negative numbers, you get a positive answer. So it's plus 30. So inside the yellow square, we had x squared. Then inside the area of the top green rectangle was minus 5x. And then minus 6x in the bottom green rectangle. And then plus 30. So x squared, we just copy down. Now minus 5x minus 6x is minus 11x. And then the plus 30 because we can't collect any like terms. There, just copy it down. So remember, if I have minus 5 and then if I take away 6, it's going to be minus 11. So minus 5 lots of x minus 6 lots of x is going to be minus 11x. So the final answer is x squared minus 11x plus 30. And remember, we had to collect the like terms here. So minus 6 lots of x and then minus another 5 lots of x is minus 11x. So to question 7, the terms of the first bracket is x minus 3 on the top, and the corner of the second bracket is x plus 6, and it goes on the side there. So the area of the yellow square is x squared, and then the top green rectangle will be minus 3 times x, which is minus 3x, and then the content of the bottom green triangle will be plus 6 times x, which is plus 6x, and then the area of the blue rectangle will be 6 times minus 3. So 6 times 3 is 18, but because one of them is negative, so when you multiply positive and negative, you get a negative answer. So 6 times minus 3 is minus 18. So the area of the yellow square is x squared. Then I have minus 3x plus 6x minus 18. So the x squared, there's no collecting like terms there, so just copy that down. X squared minus 3x plus 6x is going to be plus 3x. So minus 3 lots of x add 6 lots of x is positive 3 lots of x. So remember, minus 3 add 6. So if you have number 3 minus 3 on the number line and then you add 6, you get to plus 3. So minus 3x plus 6x is plus 3x, and then minus 18. Just copy it down because there's no collecting like terms. So before you start this topic, you should have done adding and subtracting negative numbers, multiplying and dividing with negative numbers. You should have done expanding single brackets, and you should have done collecting like terms. Then this topic will be very easy. So the final answer here is x squared plus 3x minus 18. So remember, we collected the like terms of the green rectangles, the areas of the green rectangles. So question 8, contents of the first bracket, or the terms inside the first bracket, go on the top, x minus 5, and the terms of the second bracket, x minus 4, go on the side there. So the area of the yellow square is going to be x times x, which is x squared. Then the top green rectangle was going to be minus 5 times x, which is minus 5x. And then the bottom green rectangle is going to be minus 4 times x, which is minus 4x. And then the blue rectangle is going to be minus 4 times minus 5. So remember, we're multiplying two negative numbers, so minus 4 times minus 5 is going to be plus 20. So the area of the yellow square was x squared. Then we had minus 5x, and then we had minus 4x, and then we had plus 20. So x squared, there's no collecting like terms there, so just copy that down. Minus 5x minus 4x, well, minus 5 lots of x, and then if you take away another 4 lots of x, it's going to be minus 9x, and the plus 20, just copy it down. So that's the final answer, x squared minus 9x plus 20. So we collect the like terms there when we collected the area of the two green rectangles. Question 9, we've got x plus 3 square. Now it looks a bit different, but it's actually exactly the same. Think about it, what does x plus 3 square mean? Well, it means, well, if I had a square, that means a times a. If I have 3 square, it means 3 times 3. So likewise here, x plus 3 square means x plus 3 times x plus 3. So the contents of the first bracket, or the terms inside the first bracket, go on the top, x plus 3, and the terms in the second bracket will go here, x plus 3. So whenever you have x plus 3 square, this is how you address this. So x times x is x square, x times plus 3 is plus 3x, and then here 3 times x is plus 3x, and then here plus 3 times plus 3 is plus 9. So now inside the yellow square we had x square, then we had plus 3x, another plus 3x, and then plus 9. So the x square, we just copy it down as it is. Plus 3x is plus 6x, and then plus 9. As you get better and better, you can do this much quickly, and some people can actually even do this mentally. So whenever you have a question like this, x plus 3 squared, so if you do enough practice, people can just see that it's going to be x square, and then because plus 3 here, you double it, so you get plus 6x, and then 3, and then the 3 times 3 is plus 9. So some people can do that mentally, but you get there eventually by doing lots and lots of practice. So it's x squared plus 6x plus 9. So as explained in question 9, a minus 5 squared means a minus 5 times a minus 5. So a minus 5 I'm going to write here, and the other a minus 5 I'm going to write here. So the area of the yellow square, a times a is a square. The top green rectangle, minus 5 times a is minus 5a. The bottom green rectangle is minus 5 times a, which is minus 5a. And then finally the area of the blue square will be minus 5 times minus 5, which is plus 25. Remember, when you multiply two negative numbers, you'll get a positive number. So in the yellow square we had a square, then here we had minus 5a, then another minus 5a, and then plus 25. So the a square, we can't collect any like terms there, so just a square. Minus 5a is minus 10a, and then the add 25, we can't collect any like terms, so just copy that down. So the final answer for question 10 is a squared minus 10a plus 25. And some people could do that mentally. So because there's a there, they'll say a square, then minus 5 times 2 is minus 10a, and then minus 5 times minus 5 is plus 25. Question 11 now. So remember, b plus 1 square means b plus 1 times b plus 1. So according to the first bracket, I'll put it here, b plus 1, and then b plus 1 I'll put on the side there. So the area of the yellow square is b times b, which is b square. Then the green rectangle will be b times 1, or 1 times b, which is plus 1b. Now I could have just written plus b, but it just helps with the working out to write it as plus 1b. And then here as well, b times plus 1, or plus 1 times b, is plus 1b. And then finally plus 1 times plus 1. Remember, 1 times 1 is just 1. Sometimes students say 1 times 1 is 2. They're not thinking, they're rushing. So plus 1 times plus 1 is just plus 1. So the area of the yellow square is b square. Then I've got plus 1b here. Then I've got another plus 1b here. And then plus 1. So the b square is copied down, there's no collection like terms there. And then plus 1b is plus 2b. And the plus 1 is copied down. So the final answer is b square plus 2b plus 1.